Колеги, доброго ранку. Розпочинаємо на
Good morning, dear colleagues. We start our working day with a joint briefing of the spokesperson for the headquarters of the anti-terrorist operation, Leonid Matyukhin, who will be on Skype with us. And now the word goes to Mr. Seleznyov, the Minister of Defense spokesperson. Good morning, dear colleagues. I have to tell you the following. The Chief of Staff, Superior Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Colonel General Muzhenko, held a briefing for the military diplomatic corps accredited in Ukraine yesterday. He informed the military attachés about the current military and political situation in Ukraine and around its borders. He emphasized the documented facts of the participation of Russian military in the conflict in the east of Ukraine. As for the participation of the Russian troops, as of today, we have documentary corroboration and samples of documents of the participation of the military of the armed forces of the Russian Federation in this conflict on the side of the separatists. We do have such facts and they are documented. The Colonel General Muzhenko said, in the training centers of the armed forces of Ukraine, they started to receive people mobilized as part of the fourth wave of mobilization. The 5 training centers of the armed forces of Ukraine accept the mobilized people after the procedure of coming in, that during which the military are supplied with uniform and military equipment and stationed in barracks and tent towns. They will be involved in planned training. On the basis of training centers 169 and 184 in settlements Desna and Starichi, they will prepare practically the entire range of military specialists for land forces. The training will last for almost a month, after which the military will be distributed among the military units. At the same time, with soldiers and sergeants, the preparation will be officers will undergo training as well. Those are commanders of mechanized tank, assault artillery and engineering units. They are also, among them also specialists on the work with personnel and also military conductors. Over 26 days, they will undergo a set of theoretical and practical trainings, during which they will remember and improve their commanding skills. The training of the mobilized will be held by experienced officers who have a significant experience of fulfilling combat tasks within the framework of the anti-terrorist operation in the east of Ukraine and also in peacekeeping and training missions in Afghanistan, Iraq, former Yugoslavia, and African countries. During training, the mobilized will live in tent towns where there are already field kitchens and canteens, inquiry points, and other necessary objects of everyday infrastructure. The Ministry of Defense of Ukraine continues its work to provide social guarantees for the military who are participants in the anti-terrorist operation. As of today, 6,337 military and workers of the armed forces of Ukraine got the status of combat action participants of At the moment, another 1,003 cases are under consideration in order to bestow the status of the participants in combat action for those people. The President of Ukraine, the superior commander of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, signed decrees on the awarding of 7 military servicemen of the Armed Forces of Ukraine for their personal valor and heroism. Among those awarded is the Deputy Commander of the Rocket Battery, Lieutenant Andrei Nazarenko, who was awarded the Order for Valor of the 3rd grade, and also the defender of Donetsk Airport, the commander of the company of sharpshooters of the 95th Air Mobile Brigade, Senior Lieutenant Yevgen Gonchar, who's got the Order of Bogdan Khmelnytsky, 3rd grade. Besides, the Minister of Defense, Lieutenant General Stepan Poltorak, signed orders about awarding the ministry's awards to 70 servicemen. Another 170 military servicemen will be awarded soon. The Ukrainian army continues to receive international help from partners. From the USA, another batch of cargo with 5 high-speed inflatable boats made by company Willard, Seaforth 730 and Seaforth 11M, have arrived. They are equipped with everything necessary, all the necessary means of defense. To Lviv, a shipment of another cargo of humanitarian help from Slovak Republic arrived with different things and medical supplies. The general amount of the help from Slovak Republic amounts to almost $550,000 US. Another batch of humanitarian cargo composed of 6 containers with a winter uniform came to the Armed Forces of Ukraine from the Government of Canada. The general amount of Canadian help amounts to almost 17 million American dollars. And the first batch of humanitarian help from Canada, 42 containers with winter uniform, was transferred to the central material base of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and will be distributed between military units that take part in the anti-terrorist operation. In the nearest future, we expect the arrival of next batches of humanitarian help from the USA, UK, Australia, Georgia, and Czech Republic. Within the event support the Ukrainian army, the accounts of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine as a help to armed forces got over 154 million hryvnia from legal entities and individuals, almost 740,000 hryvnia out of this amount came in 2015. With the help of the calls to the joint mobile number 565, 142.5 thousand hryvnia came to help the Ukrainian army as of the beginning of 2015. The charity foundation Volyn 2014 transferred for the military of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade, who are performing their tasks in the anti-terrorist operation zone, material and technical help amounting to almost 60,000 hryvnia. This help includes different equipment, uniform, and footwear. From the start of the anti-terrorist operation, the Volyn charity activists have bought and transferred to the anti-terrorist operation zone to the tune of more than 4 million hryvnia. The call center of the general staff continues, where we continue to inform people about the fourth wave of mobilization, and the most characteristic questions are whether they mobilize girls to the positions of medical workers. Yes, we do mobilize officers, sergeants, and soldiers, but taking into account the fact that the mobilizing task is that we do not plan to mobilize everyone. We first of all expect to mobilize men, including volunteers. Another question is, yes, there will be mobilized women, but their number will not be numerous. Again, the citizens of Ukraine who have served in the army and so there are no more, still have the duty to take part in the mobilization. They will be called up for the medical checkup, and in every individual case, the decision will be made whether to mobilize them. As far as the general situation in the anti-terrorist operation zone is concerned, the situation there is extremely tense because of the regular violation of the regime of silence on the part of the terrorists. 87 shellings of the positions of the forces of anti-terrorist operation in different districts happened over the last 24 hours. 5 Ukrainian military were killed and 23 Ukrainian military were wounded. All of them are now in medical institutions and doctors are working with them. In general, in hospitals, there are 390 military undergoing treatment, and 11 of them are heavily wounded. And now the word goes to the officer of the press center of the headquarters of anti-terrorist operation, Captain Second Rank Leonid Matyukhin. So what's the situation in the anti-terrorist zone? The situation in the anti-terrorist operation zone is still tense, starting of 6 p.m. yesterday in the Debaltseve region. The terrorists have twice shelled Chernuhine from mortars, 4 times Debaltseve and also Popasna. 5 times they also shelled Debaltseve from the multiple rocket launchers, Grad. And in Donetsk direction, the artillery of the enemy was shelling our positions next to Taramchuk, Pisky, Mykolaiv, Novotroitska from artillery and multiple rocket launchers. They shelled Pisky and they shelled Krasnohorivka from mortars. In Mariupol direction, they have been shelling Pavlopil from artillery, mortars, and small firearms, and twice they shelled Chermolik. Any questions, colleagues? Are there at least preliminary data about the losses of militants on the Debaltseve? We have preliminary data. We do not provide, approximate information. When we have corroboration, then we provide precise data. Thank you. Take care. We'll talk to you on Monday and pass on our best regards to the guys. We are praying for them. Take care. Our next briefing is at noon, and the announced briefing of Markian Lubkivsky that had to happen today at 1 p.m. is moved to Monday. Colonel Andrei Lysenko will talk to us on the situation in the anti-terrorist operation zone at 12:30 today. Thank you.